Okay, let's dive into this. Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're taking a completely fascinating and honestly highly critical look at the true underlying structure of our modern economy. We're going to decode the new rules of wealth. But more importantly, we're laying out a blueprint for you to shift from being a passive digital consumer into a totally empowered sovereign owner. If you've ever had that sneaking suspicion that your time and attention online are just making someone else incredibly rich, well, you're in the right place. This is exactly what you need to hear.
Think of this as a mini masterclass. Here is our agenda. We're going to start with a massive reality check by defining the age of digital feudalism and the attention economy matrix. Then we pivot to the escape plan. We'll compare old assets to digital real estate, unpack the 3 digital monopolies, reveal the sovereign leverage formula, and wrap the whole thing up with the digital independence playbook. Let's get to it.
Section 1. The age of digital feudalism. And I have to warn you, the underlying structure of our society has kind of quietly slipped back into a very ancient model. Let's look at this definition of technological feudalism. Hundreds of years ago, wealth was literally just defined by dirt, right? Land. Lords owned it and peasants worked it. Well, today we've fully entered the age of technological feudalism. Our new lords aren't hoarding physical soil. No, they own the digital infrastructure, the massive cloud networks, the algorithms, and the AI models. And here's the kicker. If you are only consuming content and feeding them data, you are quite literally working as a digital serf in somebody else's empire.
Let's draw a direct comparison here. In the old world, a physical peasant rented a plot of land and worked the soil for their lord. Today, in this new world of the algorithmic feed, as a digital serf, you're essentially renting social media space. You're paying invisible data taxes and giving away your absolute most valuable, irreplaceable asset, your attention. And let's be real, you're probably doing it while slouching on the couch, doom scrolling at 11 p.m. If you don't own the underlying infrastructure, you are just a modern tenant.
Section 2. The attention economy matrix. Let's look at the exact mechanics of this extraction, because I want to show you exactly how the elite are profiting off the modern digital serf.
And this brilliantly illustrates the whole machine. This matrix is literally designed to monetize human consciousness. Step 1, free user interaction. Just a simple, innocent scroll on an algorithmic feed. But that instantly triggers step 2, data extraction, where all your behavioral patterns are mined. Then, in step 3, that data is fed straight back into refining their AI algorithms, which leads us to step 4, hyper-targeted advertising and deep system dependency. Finally, we hit step 5. Your attention is fully monopolized. Literally every single second you spend scrolling, you are generating micro-profits for a centralized server cluster somewhere.
Just let this quote sink in for a second. The elite understand that attention is the ultimate oil of the 21st century. Whosoever captures the attention of the masses captures the flow of capital. That is the absolute, undeniable reality of our modern economy. Cash simply follows attention. And because of that, building a personal brand or your own media engine, it's not just a cute hobby anymore. It is the modern-day equivalent of buying up prime Manhattan real estate.
Section 3. Old assets versus digital real estate. Okay, so how do we actually fix this? Let's start comparing the traditional vehicles of wealth with the modern ones. When you look at this breakdown, the contrast is just staggering. Think about physical real estate. It requires bricks, intense manual labor, endless zoning permits, making the marginal cost extremely high. But digital infrastructure? Zero. Physical assets are totally locked to one geographic location, whereas digital assets give you instant, global access to literally billions of people. Maintenance on a physical building is a constant drain of taxes and repairs, but cloud hosting? It's incredibly cheap. But look at that last row. That's the game changer. Scalability. Physical assets offer you linear returns. Digital infrastructure offers you exponential scalability.
So, the absolute most crucial takeaway here is this single number, $0. That is the marginal cost of replicating a piece of code or streaming a video. Delivering it to your very first user costs the exact same as delivering it to your 1 millionth user. This zero marginal cost is the secret mechanism. It's what unlocks that exponential scalability and makes those insane 10,000% ROIs actually possible.
Section 4. The 3 digital monopolies. This is where we break down the exact layers the elite are using to protect their financial dominance as we head into 2026. If you want true financial sovereignty, there are 3 specific layers you've got to master. Layer 1 is the distribution layer. That's media hegemony. Layer 2 is the protocol layer, which is SaaS and code.
And layer 3 is the data layer, your proprietary AI vault. Let's dive into the specifics of how you actually build this framework.
All right, layer 1 is all about distribution. The old traditional media gatekeepers, they're completely gone. Today, individuals who build independent distribution nodes, think dedicated email lists, premium subscribers, your own active video channels, they hold way more power than legacy television networks. By owning the audience, you completely bypass the gatekeepers. You don't have to pay for advertising anymore because you literally are the advertising network.
Next up is layer 2, the protocol layer. We're talking software as a service, or SaaS. The wealthiest tech entrepreneurs right now, they're building systems that other people rely on to run their own businesses. When you create simple automated tools, API integrations, or workflow scripts, you're building an unshakable utility. Users gladly pay a recurring subscription tax for it. That's monthly recurring revenue, or MRR. And it acts as a completely automated cash flow engine for your infrastructure. Finally, layer 3, the data layer. Look, right now, standard AI knowledge is becoming commoditized incredibly fast. Because of this, the new elite are focused on building proprietary data vaults. These are highly unique frameworks and specialized community insights that public open-source AI models simply cannot access or replicate. As everything else gets automated, your specialized, locked-away data vault actually becomes your most highly defensible asset.
Section 5, the sovereign leverage formula. Now, what's really interesting about this next concept is the math behind it. This is the mathematical secret of the ultra-scalable elite.
Here is the exact formula they use to scale infinitely. Sovereign leverage equals your human input in hours, multiplied by media distribution and code automation. See, most people are stuck using linear leverage. They just hire more human labor, which means dealing with more salaries, more management, more headaches. But the elite, they utilize what we call permissionless leverage. They scale their efforts to the moon without ever having to ask a single person for permission. To really maximize that leverage formula, you need to internalize 2 core mental models. First is the zero-cost replication loop. Like we talked about, a recorded video or a piece of written code has infinite operating leverage because the marginal cost is 0. Second is algorithm arbitrage. By using deep data analytics to figure out exactly what triggers human curiosity, you can position your media to capture massive waves of global organic traffic. Your digital assets are out there working globally, 24/7, without any extra operational footprint or physical inventory.
Section 6, the Digital Independence Playbook. Time to shift gears into the highly actionable stuff. This is your blueprint for escape.
This entire transformation plays out across 3 distinct phases. Phase 1 is infrastructure capture. You absolutely have to stop building your house on rented land. Build an independent ecosystem where you own the direct connection to your audience. Phase 2 is the systemization of knowledge. You take your active, specialized skills, document them into standard operating procedures, and turn them into passive code. Let media and software become your relentless 24/7 digital workforce. And finally, Phase 3 is the sovereign cloud fortress, where you reinvest all of this back into hard physical scarcity.
Let's dig into that crucial phase 3 for a second. The cycle is only truly complete when you take that high-margin automated cash flow that your digital monopolies are generating and you bridge it right back into the real world. How? By buying hard, non-dilutable physical assets. We're talking prime real estate, energy infrastructure, or sovereign gold. The masterstroke is this. You use code to capture attention. You convert that attention into digital cash, and then you ultimately lock that wealth into timeless physical power.
The reality is, the digital landscape is the new Wild West. Billions of people voluntarily surrender their data every single day for a cheap hit of dopamine. And in doing so, they're just building the empires of the tech elite. But here's the incredibly empowering truth. The tools of production have been completely democratized. The exact same internet that is being used to distract billions of people can be used to set you free. You have the access right now, today, to build media, launch software, and construct powerful IP from literally anywhere on the planet.
It's time to stop being a digital peasant and start building your own digital real estate. Own your distribution, automate your protocols, and protect your mind from the algorithmic matrix. So I'm going to leave you with this one question to think about. Are you going to remain a consumer of the cloud, or are you finally ready to become a landlord of the digital age? If this explainer shifted your perspective today, be sure to hit like and subscribe so you don't miss our future deep dives. Stay sovereign and keep learning.